Hi, Jim Williams. We are here at my home course, Old Natchez Country Club, and we're doing a weekly blog on how to play better golf on the golf course. And right now we're on the putting green. We're on the 17th green here at my home club. It's a great golf course. And I want to talk to you guys about rhythm in the stroke, or you might call it tempo, which is pace. I got a little metronome here, and this is a great training aid for putting. So I learned from years ago from a very good friend of mine, Skip Kendall, the value of having a rhythm or a beat that guides your stroke and guides your routine, and I love this. So what I do is I teach students a lot to use a metronome. So I'm going to set it in my pocket. For those of you that are really fast-paced, you might use something that has 76 to 80 beats per minute, maybe even more than that. For those of you that are really slow-moving, you play on very fast greens, you might have a beat or a cadence that is much slower, 66, 68, 70 beats per minute. But whatever the case is, find your own personal style. You can tell pretty much when you practice, like if you just turn the metronome on and pick a random number, say 72 beats per minute, and you start putting, the trick is to set it to 2 beats. And the first beat would be the end of your backstroke. The second beat would be impact. So what you're trying to do is time the beat. So it's sort of a tick, 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 tick type of a concept. And you want to wrap your entire putting routine around that rhythm. So under pressure, you're never thinking about, oh, I got to make this putt, or this putt's for my, $5,000 or $50 or $1 million or whatever it is. All you're worried about is hitting your beat. It's a great mental drill as well as a great way to calm down your nerves, because all you're going to think about is hitting your beat. You're going to internalize this beat, and you're going to feel it all the time when you play. It's amazing. If you practice with a metronome, you will be really amazed at how quickly the cadence and the tempo of your stroke sort of sets in your subconscious. So here's how it works. So I'm going to set up to hit some shots, and with it in my pocket, and it's really quiet, I know, I'm going to try to hit my 2 beats. It's going to be a tick, 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 tick. So I hit it perfectly, right on the beat. 1, 2, 1, 2, just like that. So I love this metronome because it really helps me have good flow. This is great for speed control. For those of you that have trouble with 3 putts and you really feel like you can't control the distance that you hit your putts, then you need a metronome. Because assuming you can hit the ball solid, the real variable to me, other than the obvious things like starting it online, would be controlling the pace of the stroke. And with that comes really good distance control. So what I like to do as well, and I think this will also be helpful for you, is to set your entire routine up to the beat. So what I'll do is once I've set the club down, I've drawn an aim line on the ball, I like to do that. What I'll do is I'll set up and I'll take 2 practice strokes. I'll look at the hole. 1, 2, I'll stop. 1, 2, and I'm gauging, I'm talking to my brain, I'm really getting the feedback, I'm telling myself how hard I want to hit it. Most of us do that. Then I'll walk into the shot, and I'm going to time it. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. So everything I do in cadence. So I looked, boom, boom. So in all, I use 5 steps, all right? So I have a 5-step process, and each step is on a beat on this metronome. I've got it set to 76 beats per minute for me, and so everything I do in this rhythm. And it's awesome because I'm so lost in that process, I'm never really thinking about what's riding on my putt. So let's do this again. Tick, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's the cadence. If you're slower moving, you're going to have a slower beat interval. If you're faster moving, you're going to have a faster interval. Just find the one that feels natural to you. And again, let me go through the routine again. So once you've picked your aim line, set up next to it, 2 practice strokes for me. 1, 2, I always look at the target. 1, 2, and then I'll walk in, and once I aim my putter and take my stance, I start a 5-beat count to the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every time, no exceptions. Eyes down, putter releases, I look at the spot where the ball was, and then I look up and hopefully the ball's in the hole. Everything I do is tied to this tempo, this rhythm, this cadence. If you can set yourself up to do this, I really feel like most of you are going to benefit greatly from having a metronome and getting your stroke, your rhythm, your pre-shot, and the stroke itself in a perfect 1-2 beat. So good luck.